Hey guys, it's WACK, and I did get a brand new capture device for my YouTube channel, and I was able to get the Elgato Game Capture HD60. It's the second installment to the Elgato series, but what's special about this capture device is that it can record 1080p and 60 frames per second if your computer can handle that. So I thought I'd just do an unboxing and setup tutorial for you guys. First, showing off the front and the side. So it's the basic Elgato setup. You know, this is similar to how the first Elgato was presented with the little game capture device on the front, and then on the back it just shows a little bit of instructions, what the system requirements are, and here is the sides of the top. Nothing too special. I just thought you guys would like to see that. And now you slide out, and here is the actual software what you're going to be using for the Elgato HD60. It looks so clean, and I will be showing you guys the software later on in the video. But to open the box, you just simply lift up the tab, and it will reveal the Elgato HD60 and the little panel for the two cables. First, the box does not come with any software or CD, so you do have to download it, which I will show you guys later, and it does have a little bit of branding for their Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. But moving on to the actual two cables, that's right, there only comes with two cables, which will be the USB cable and the HDMI cable. So this does only come with one HDMI, but I'm sure you will be able to get a second one, because you do need a second one from like Best Buy for about $5, so you don't need to worry about that, but you do need a second HDMI cable. And it does come with a little sticker, whatever you want to stick that to. I would not suggest sticking that to your face, but you can if you want to. And here is the actual Elgato. And now what I like about this Elgato is just how it improved and how much smaller it did get. I have pretty small hands, and that is able to fit in my hand. I'm able to grab and whatnot. So I thought I would compare it to my iPhone 5S, and it is smaller than that. It's about the size of an iPhone 4 or whatnot. It is a little bit thicker, but it is just so tiny. You can travel with it if you did want to, if you wanted to capture something at like an event. That's what I really do like about it, is how much smaller it did get. And now I want to talk about, well, first here's an instruction manual, but I do want to talk about the ports, because this is really important. If you get the ports backwards, it will not capture. So make sure the in is coming from your Xbox or your PlayStation, and the out is going to your TV and or monitor. It does have an audio port. I'm not really sure what that is for. I think that's to able to listen to the actual capture sound, and it does have the USB cable that plugs right into your computer. But make sure that you do not have it backwards. I cannot stress that enough, because I'm sure you'll get a little bit confused. If you want to, you can mark it, but make sure it is not backwards like that. And here is everything that comes into the Elgato box: the sticker, the manual, the computer cable, the HDMI ports. You do need a second one, and the actual Elgato itself. All right, now I'm going to actually show you how to get to the software for the Elgato HD60. Like you guys already know, Elgato does not come with a CD with the software, so you got to go to their website. So just follow the instructions: elgato.com/gaming/download. I'm lazy. I already have it right there. If you're even lazier, you can just Google with the software. If you're even super lazier, I'll have a link in the description below just for you can follow. Now, this is really important, because you got to find out if you're using a PC or Mac. That's not the hard part. That's really simple. You got to find out what bit system you're using. I'm on a PC, so I don't know how you would do this on a Mac, but simply just go to this PC, right click it, go to properties, and it'll tell you right here, system type 64-bit. So my computer, I'm going to download this 64-bit, which is right here. Requires a 64-bit computer. I see that there's a beta. You can do it. You can download that software if you want to, but if you want, just follow the instructions and just have ease at mind, just download the regular 3.0. Real quick, you see that the system requirements are right here. You see that your computer is going to quote unquote need an i5 CPU. I'm using an i3, so I think you will be fine. I think that's mainly just for the stream feature, but right now we're just going to be talking about the capture feature. So just simply download it, follow the instructions. I already have it downloaded, so just download it, and I'll wait for you, and we'll be right back. And this is the capture device when everything is plugged into the Xbox One. Now we'll show you guys a little bit something different for the PlayStation 4, because there is an extra step you gotta take for that. But if nothing is popping up, make sure everything is plugged in right. Remember at the beginning of the video, make sure don't have anything backwards. Make sure the out is going to the TV and the in is coming from your Xbox or your PlayStation. Now I'm going to show you guys a little bit with the software. So as you can see, this is the big record button. This is where you can do the actual live feature. So that's something I really like about the Elgato rather than the HD PVR, is you can go back in time. See, this is the beginning of the match. This is when I was choosing what map. map. So you're able to just go back to a certain time of when you were plugged into the Elgato. The Elgato is always recording. Even if you don't press the record button, it's always going to be recording. It's going to have a lot of files, so it might take up a lot of space on your computer. You can always turn it off, but I really do like the feature. Say if I'm not recording, I do get like a quad feed, or if I do something really funny or just something like that, I'm able to record it. Here is something that I really do like, how long it's been capturing. So it's been capturing for about 5 minutes now. Even though I didn't press record, it's captured that whole 5 minutes. It shows me how much space is left on my computer. Luckily, I do have a pretty big hard drive, and I do also have an external hard drive where I can store a lot of my stuff. This is where it has the actual sound that's going to be coming out of your computer. I put it on mute because I do have a headset. This allows you to go like no preview, no nothing like that. I like to have it just to see what I am recording and if it is recording in general. The stream feature, I still got to play around with that. This is mainly just for the capture, but this does have an awesome stream feature. I do know that. That's one of the big features, and my computer is roaring right now since it is capturing 2 things right now. You can add your own personal commentary to it, but I do have a separate software to let me add my commentary, which is Audacity. Here is a little, this is something I want to talk about because my computer can only render so much, so I only want to record 720p and 60 frames per second. I feel like 1080p and 720 doesn't have that big of a difference. Now this does have 1080p 60 frames per second, so you got to change the settings on your Xbox. Well, I will show you later on, but I do have it at 720p at 60 frames per second, and you can change the settings. You got to just go into here. I don't mess with anything. I only put the quality probably for you right now is at better. Put it at best so it does give you the best quality. And also, this is where you can change the settings and whatnot. I just want to keep it at 720p, nothing. I don't want to change anything like that. HDMI audio, just keep it like that. Honestly, I did not change any settings. I might mess around with the picture a little bit, but that does change the TV picture. Analog profile, advanced, yada, yada, yada. I didn't really mess around with the settings too much. This is straight from the get-go. Live streaming, like I said, I'm not going to go too far in depth with it. There are other tutorials, but I'm not really going to be using this for live streaming. Game audio, I did not mess with that. Live commentary, I don't do any live commentaries because I have a separate software for that. The tags, this is somewhat pretty cool, but I like to make my own personal tags based on the gameplay I did capture. Say if I were playing on Splash and I went 25-1, I would name it Black Ops 3 25-1 AK with maybe a description double hater. So you do have to have something in there. Me, I just put the game in the title, but I do always change it. But you can have whatever you want in it. So that's the capture device. Edit device, I don't ever mess with that because I do have my own editing software. I do use Sony Vegas, but if you don't, this is somewhat of a good, decent like editing software. It does capture all my I do have other captures that does put in, and it just automatically puts it in there. But like I said, I don't mess with any of this. I have my own capturing device. Mainly, I just want it for the capture system, and that's basically all that I'm going to be using it for. I may mess around with live streaming, but for right now, I'm just going to be messing around with the capturing. So if you're on a PlayStation, you're probably pissed with me because you followed all the instructions and still nothing is popping up. Well, that's because you got to turn off the HDCP. And the way you do this is really simple. First, you got to plug your PlayStation straight into the TV. Don't have it plugged into your Elgato just yet. And then go to Settings, go to My System or just System in general, and then there's going to be a little check mark that says Enable HDCP. You do not want that checked, so disable that, uncheck it, and then once you do have that all settled, restart your PlayStation, unplug everything, and plug it back into your Elgato, and then plug your Elgato back into your computer, start up your PlayStation, and then bring up the Elgato capture device, and everything should be good. You should have a picture on your capture device. If not, make sure it's not backwards, because I've done that with like once or twice before. Make sure it's not backwards, and you should be good to go. And that's my unboxing for the Elgato. You notice I didn't really include any gameplay because this was just strictly an unboxing. I'll include like a little tidbit or a little clip of just the pure Elgato footage at the very end. But let me know how you like the unboxing. I don't really do unboxing videos. I'm just a commentator that commentates over Black Ops 3. But let me know how you like the unboxing. I don't normally do unboxings, so I wanted to be a little bit fancy. But hopefully this video did help. Share this video with anyone that wants to see what's in the Elgato. And I will bring my first review for the Elgato HD60 soon enough and let you know how I feel about it and if you should get it. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and bye.